What's up, guys? It's Tay Nelson, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys what my top 5 agency software assets are. So when I say agency software assets, I basically mean the top 5 or my favorite or my top 5 or my favorite 5 softwares that I use that help me deliver incredible results for my clients. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first one on the list is ClickFunnels. That's a no-brainer. Like, if you're running marketing for your clients, you need to have ClickFunnels. Now, I don't suggest you get ClickFunnels in the beginning and run funnels in the beginning, but if you understand ClickFunnels and you understand how valuable it is, then you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna go into detail on all these on my top 5. I'm just gonna explain it to you guys, and if you guys want me to do in-depth detail on any one of these 5, I can do that for you. So the first one is ClickFunnels. My second top agency software asset is CallRail. So I talked about CallRail earlier in the course, and basically what that is it allows me to create a unique number for my client, and I can put these numbers on the ads, and whenever leads call that number, it gets rerouted to my client's phone, and then I'm able to track the conversation. So a big problem with tracking leads with marketing agencies is it's easy to track a lead that goes through your funnel, right? But where it gets difficult is tracking a lead that is a hot buyer who sees your ad and is ready to buy right away. They pick up the phone and they call your client. There's no way to track that. So using CallRail allows me to mitigate those leads that slip through the cracks that I would get credit for because they did see my ad, but they instead opted to call instead of, messaging or filling out the lead form. So with CallRail, I can track the calls and I can go to my client and say, hey, John that called you earlier today, he came from one of my ads. Here's the call if you need verification or you need to verify. So here's the call if you need verification and you want to hear the call. So CallRail is a big must on the list. I use CallRail all the time. It's perfect. And just as a disclaimer, these top 5 agency softwares are not free. So I would not recommend using these softwares until, you become profitable in your agency. So with that being said, the next one on the list is Magic Marketer or Marketer Magic. One of those two. Maybe I'll edit this video so I don't sound stupid saying it, but it's either Marketer Magic or Magic Marketer. I can never remember what it is, but if I had to give my best guess, I would say it's Marketer Magic. Anyway, the reason why I love this software is because it works just like Bitly. If you know what Bitly is, it's a link shortener. So the reason why I like Marketer Magic is because it's like it has like 6 solutions in one. I don't use all 6 solutions, but I'll try my best to name off the 6. So the first thing it does is it can generate the phone numbers and email addresses of owners from the push of a button. Literally, you click the push of a button and you can have 100 owner contact information for any niche specific. That's like a big deal if you're one of those people that like to reach out to, hundreds of clients per day. That's perfect for you. You don't have to go out and source for your prospecting clients' contact information. You can just use Magic Marketer or Marketer Magic and it will retrieve all that stuff for you. Another function on there that I like is this thing called deep linking. So if you ever ran into the problem where you put a link to Instagram or something, and when someone clicks on the link, it sends them to the mobile version of the app. And most people aren't signed in on the mobile version. So when that happens, they end up they bounce, right? I think the bounce rate on that is like 90%. So what a deep link does is it allows you to, when someone clicks on a link, it'll open up that link in the correct app instead of the mobile version. So if it's an Instagram link, it will open up that link directly on Instagram instead of opening it on Safari or the mobile, internet version. Another solution I like about Marketer Magic is I can't remember the name of it, but what it does is it stops people from putting fake emails. So the thing about emails is if people put fake emails and your SMTP provider, I hope I'm saying that right, and you guys can correct me on this, but your SMT provider gives you a score, and basically depending on your score, if you have a low score, then chances are your message is going to get sent to junk. And that happens because people get fake emails and you send an email to a fake email address, one that's not registered, and that hurts your score. So Marketer Magic provides a solution where you don't actually have to, it can recognize when someone puts in a fake email. I don't know to what extent can it recognize, but I never actually tested it. I've actually just installed the code on all of my funnels, and that's it. So I just take it for what it's worth. I never actually dug into it. And there's a few more solutions on there that are on there, and I don't really use them too much, but feel free to go check that out. The next thing on the list, which is number 4, is Bitly. So I use Bitly for all my clients, and basically what it does is it's a link shortener. So instead of putting a long ass HH or HTTPS / www whatever.com / thank you. Instead of having that long ass URL, you can have a Bitly link that will say, bit.ly / and you can put whatever you want on that slash, so long as no one else has that same name. So you can put, best auto dealer in Anchorage or best auto dealer in Texas. You can put whatever you want in. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but I read somewhere, or I saw somewhere, that links with custom domains actually have like a 50% more chance of getting clicked on. So just because of that statistic alone is why I love Bitly and I use it for all my clients. So the last one on this list, number 5, which is by far my favorite, and that is magic.com. And the way it's spelled is MADGICX.com. For this software is going to blow any other software out of the water, except for ClickFunnels, because ClickFunnels is that's one of the higher upper echelon of software. So Magic is a new software. I've only been using it for 60 to 90 days. And to be honest, I haven't really fiddled around with it too much. I literally passed it off to my Facebook ads experts and my lead generation experts. But in the past few days, I've been tinkering around with it, and I am familiar with what it does. And basically, it's a super, super powerful retargeting software. Now, if you know anything about retargeting on Facebook, you're basically limited to what you can do with domain links and how creative you are with, setting up retargeting and custom audiences and standard events. Most people aren't that creative. So if you're just like me and you're running retargeting using just Facebook and the pixel, you're limited to, retargeting people on specific landing pages, and you're limited to targeting people on, specific windows. So if you're just like me and you don't know much about retargeting, then you're limited to just retargeting people based on the specific web page they landed on, right? So with Magic, what it does is it has all these preset retargeting options that you can literally use. There's hundreds of them. I haven't even gone through all of them. I'm still in the process of implementing this strategy, but I would be a fool not to let you guys know what I'm working on right now. I am using Magic as of right now. It's still new. Maybe in the future, when I actually meddle around with it and fiddle around with it, I can give you guys like a full demonstration of how it works. But as of right now, I'm still kind of new to it, and I don't want to give you guys the wrong information, so I'm going to hold back on that. But what I am going to do is tell you guys about it. And what it does is it has all these preset retargetings that literally you can't do with just Facebook and the pixel. So one of the retargeting options that we use is you can retarget people who visited your website on multiple days. So that's huge. If you know anything, about retargeting, you're basically limited to, people who landed on specific pages. But with Magic, you can retarget people to even more specific audiences. Basically, you can retarget people who've spent over 8 minutes on your webpage. You can retarget people who've spent, who went to your page multiple times on multiple days. So you can, it basically will create audiences for you that are super high intent audiences. So you're not wasting your money, retargeting people that showed minimal interest in your brand. You're only spending money on the people who expressed high intent, the people who stayed on your page for longer than 8 minutes, the people who, went to your page multiple times on multiple different days. Magic is amazing. You can set up all these crazy retargeting that you can't set up just using the pixel and, the simple retargeting that Facebook allows you to do. You need a software like this to set up super complicated retargeting that you didn't even know you could do. So that's another software I recommend if you guys are profitable. So if you're not profitable, don't even think about adding this stuff to your agency, because just don't even think about it. I'm helping you out. Trust me. And when I say profitable, I mean you're making at least $3,000 to $5,000 off of your clients at minimum before you start implementing these strategies. Again, these are expert strategies, and by the time you guys get to that point, I'll probably drop the video on how to use it. My top 5 agency software assets. Number 1 being ClickFunnels, which is basically a website builder and a funnel builder, all that stuff. You know what that you guys know what that is. Number 2, CallRail, which allows you to create a unique number, which reroutes the number to your client's phone, which allows you to track the conversations so that you get credit for them. The third thing on the list is Magic Marketer by Kevin David. So if you guys know who Kevin David is and you guys know he's legit, he's been a marketer before, so he created a software to help us out, and it's Kevin David. He's dope. I love Kevin David. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but me personally, I love Kevin David. I purchased his course, and it only made sense for me to purchase his software as well. And and disclaimer, guys, none of these are affiliate links. I'm not going to rob you guys. I'm not going to give you guys false information. These are all software that I use. I don't even have affiliate links set up for these software. Maybe I should. Who knows? But as of right now, this video is not sponsored by any affiliate links or none of that stuff. So the fourth thing on that list is Bitly, which is a link shortener. Of course, you guys need that just to keep it more professional and to increase your conversions. So when you're running ads, 90% of what you're doing is for conversions, right? You need to optimize for conversions. So sometimes you're going to have to purchase software that allows you to do things that you just can't do without them. So be smart. These are my top 5. And the last one is Magic. Of course, that's my favorite one. It's still a new one. I don't know too much about it, but you give me 2-3 months, I will be an expert in it, and I'll be able to show you guys exactly how I implement Magic in my agency. So I can't give you this list without giving you the 2 honorable mentions. So the first honorable mention isn't really a software. It's more of a service, and it's called Dropkick Ads. So whenever I run dry on ad creatives, or I just want someone else to create ads for me, I just want to get an extra edge on the creative side, I go to dropkickads.com, and it's basically a team of marketers and ad creators, expert ad creators, and they'll basically create a couple Facebook ads for you with targeting and all that stuff. I think it's for like $200. They'll create you like 2 Facebook ads with 4 different images, or 4 Facebook ads with 2 images, one or the other, I can't remember, and they'll generate 10 interest targets for you guys. Now, in my experience, I've only used 3 out of the 10, and they were actually pretty good. So these people really do know what they're doing. So you guys should check them out. And then the last one on that list is Funnel Scripts. Now, this one's super pricey. This one's like $800. I wouldn't recommend this again unless you guys are super profitable in your agency and you're looking for, software that's going to help you get to the next level. So you, by all means, do not need this stuff. But if you are getting to a point where you are super profitable with your clients and you're just looking for something else to take your profits to the next level, then you should invest in these softwares. But again, do your research, figure out what's best for you and what you like to do and what's going to work for your marketing plan. So those are my top 5 agency software assets lists, including the 2 honorable mention. I know you guys are going to bug me about the magic.com software. So MADGICX.com. I'll put a link underneath this video where you guys can watch a tutorial from the creator. Maybe he could explain it a lot better, but in a few months, I will drop a tutorial on how to use Magic in your agency, because it is something that I'm using right now, but it's very, very new. So I'm still trying to figure out the best way to use it. So give me a few months. I will drop that video, guys. Thanks for watching. It's Tay Nelson, signing out.